I don't even know how to start this. I think I'm gonna start by saying that I want to make this episode right now because alright, take two. Let's try this again. Hey guys, it's Jazz. Welcome back. Or welcome to my channel if this is the first time you watched one of my videos. If so, then I'm guessing you can judge by the title that this is an episode on a series that I've been doing on how to be a happier you. I know you're probably looking at me like, this girl looks sad as fuck. What? Like, why should I be taking tips on how to be a happier you from her, who looks like she's crying on camera right now? I'm gonna tell you why, because I thought that this would be a perfect time to touch base on what I was wanting to talk about today, which is picking yourself back up. Now, I didn't have some like huge traumatic thing happen to me, you know, and now I'm like trying to pick up the pieces and stuff like that. If any of you kind of know what I'm about, or, you know, have any idea really who I am, then you know that I preach how I don't worry, I don't stress, I don't overthink, I don't this and that. And I don't, you know, I worked on it for so long where I do not stress, I do not worry at all. And this isn't a video to say that I'm, you know, I'm stressed out and I'm all like fucking bleh. But you know, as humans, sometimes we have those off days, you know what I mean? Like, it's normal, it's natural.
Oh, I look like crap, okay. Let me like wipe my eyes, try this again, okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to make this video because right now I'm going through the motions of exactly what I was wanting to talk about. So I'm gonna try to really push through this, okay? And I'm sorry that I keep looking back. It's just for some reason, like, it keeps looking out of focus, so I'm really sorry. But what I wanted to talk about today, I know I'm so close to the camera, but like everything looks weird. Like from back here, I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of just gonna be like, hey. So today I wanted to just make a quick little video because I've been trying to film this for about 10 minutes now. And my emotional body is just ruling me right now. No, let me back that up. I'm allowing my emotional body to rule me right now. Okay. Okay, let's pause and take 3 deep breaths, okay? Don't mind my sniffling. Have an emotional day, okay, you guys? Okay. I think I feel a little bit better. Deep breaths always make you feel better. So I just wanted to quickly touch base on this one little tip that I'm currently working on, I would say, because I know it brings happiness because I exercise it daily. It's just that within the last week or so, there have been some situations that arise that, you know, I don't like to make assumptions, but you know how your mind can just run in like a million different directions sometimes, and sometimes as much as you want to control those feelings, again, it's a journey. It's all part of the process. Sometimes it can be a little harder. Sometimes it can be a little harder than others. I can't go into depth about what's going on only because I literally was asked by the person not to make a YouTube video about it, but not to tell anyone other than like a few select people. So let's just give them a fake name. I'm not gonna say the relationship that we have because, you know, I'm not supposed to be putting it out there. But just to give you guys a little bit of an idea so you're not like, what the actual heck. So someone really, really, really important in my life is on a trip that they do yearly. You know, they do this yearly. This is the 3rd year in a row. And I myself, you know, travel for months on end. Let's call her Lakshmi because I really like that. Okay, so Lakshmi went on a trip And only 10 days, you know, only 10 days. But Lakshmi plays a huge part in my life. And I've never ever worried about Lakshmi before. I've never worried about her before because A, like, I don't worry because everything is meant to be, you know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. Even if we don't really know that reason at the time, I know that everything happens for a reason. And before Lakshmi left, she had told me, you know, if anything goes wrong, then pretty much, like, here's my will, all of that stuff, you know, going over everything and blah blah blah. And the last 2 years that Lakshmi is wet, like, it's okay, cool, like, she's doing her thing, you know, it's whatever. I've never worried, never thought anything of it until this time. I'm so sorry that this is such an emotional video. It's just, my boyfriend was like, man, you should make this video right now just because of how you're feeling. You know, like, you should do one of your episodes on how to be a happier you and to pick yourself up out of states like this because you know you can. And I know I can. I definitely can. That's what I'm here to talk about today, is that sometimes when things feel impossible not to worry about. Okay, one sec. Nasty. Oh. Just kidding. I almost used the same one that I blew my nose with to whiten my eyeballs. That would have been nice. Good thing I don't wear makeup. I would probably be crying my eyebrows off right now. That doesn't make sense because tears don't come out of my eyebrows. I'm feeling a teensy bit better, so just gotta remember to breathe. So I'm gonna jump right into this because I feel like this is gonna drag on. I'm gonna need to do a lot of editing because there's a lot of pausing and crying here, and I want to talk about this right now, not when I'm feeling better, because I want to be able to document my journey, you know, be able to look back in however long and be like, whoa, girl, you killing it. You know what I mean? Like, I know I am now, but us as humans, we love to make assumptions. You know, we think of something and we start assuming right away. And our brain can go in a million different directions, you know, and a lot of these assumptions that we make usually are positive ones. And that's what I'm here to talk about today, is assuming and putting yourself in this pit of worry and stress. Now, I'm not experiencing stress. I'm more experiencing, like, worry. Yeah, worry. And I don't worry at all, you know? I feel like that's one reason why I'm, like, so happy all the time, is because, like, I don't worry about anything, because I know that the law of attraction is real, and I know that if I'm worrying, I'm going to attract more situations where I'm feeling like that. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I've been feeling like this for, like, days now, where I will feel fine and then it'll go back into it. You know, where, like, okay, I don't know if you guys maybe try to, like, control when stuff like this happens, but when I start assuming personally, like, I want to stop myself right there, because it's not going to benefit me whatsoever. It's going to pretty much play out a billion different scenarios in my head that I don't want to happen. And I'm talking about this situation in particular, but this goes for, like, a lot. And this isn't really going to be that much of a constructed video. I'm pretty much just talking about how I feel right now because I'm going through the motions right now. So why not make this raw and real as fuck? I know if you were like, what? I'm playing with this thing in my hand because I don't get like this, okay? Like, for people who actually really know me, like this shit's rare, you know what I mean? Like, it's really rare for me to be crying daily over situations that I can't control, and I know I can't control. And that's what I want to talk about today, is letting go of worrying about situations we can't control, because no matter what I'm thinking up here about a person that is, like, halfway across the globe, you know, if something happens, like, God forbid something happens, but, like, if something happens, it didn't happen by mistake, you know, like, it was meant to happen, and I have to accept that, and I do accept that. It's just, like, I don't know if you guys get this, but for any of those who may be on that path of like trying not to make assumptions and trying not to worry and, you know, making that conscious effort to realize that like everything is already played out the way it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like as long as you go with the flow, then you will be taken care of. And I know that my angels are like looking down on me and telling me that everything is okay. And I know that everything is gonna work out the way it's supposed to. Sometimes that's hard to accept in the moment. You know, my camera looks like it's gonna die, so I'm gonna make this really quick. Or I'm gonna try to before it dies. But worrying will never bring you anything beneficial. Worrying brings worrying. Fear brings fear. There's no need to have fear over situations we can't control. And this is something I'm really going through right now because I've never had this kind of feeling before, ever. So it was a really, it was a shock to me, and I allowed myself to turn it into fear, and I allowed myself to start assuming. One of the 4 agreements is not to assume, and it has changed my life. Think about it. Think of how many thoughts and situations we played out in our head that have brought us such worry. Think of how much less stress, worry, and sadness we would have if we didn't make assumptions. Just stop for just a minute and just think about that. What if you made no assumptions ever? What would your life be like? Yeah, I know. It would be a heck of a lot different. Try not to swear. Hey, high five. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Just imagine that. Imagine what it would be like. It would be amazing. And that's what I was experiencing, you know, for months on end. I was just like, holy crap, this is amazing. And it's only one of the 4 agreements, and it changed my life. I can feel a burp coming. I've been worrying about this situation, you know, and stressing over, not stressing, I've just been worrying because this person plays a very big role in my life. You know what I mean? Like, humming through happy tears, la la la. And this is an exercise that I'm sharing with you that hopefully can help you in situations like this. So I would have that initial thought, and you know how thoughts can come in so quick that they go boom boom and like everywhere so fast that they can be a little hard to control in the beginning. I fucking feel you. Do you feel me? I don't know. Can you dig it? Okay, let's move on. Ew. And those thoughts just come in left and right, and you're just like, oh my god, there's so much. And if you allow yourself to get sucked into that and go, oh, that could happen. Well, what about this? What about that? What about that? You are going to create so much stress and so much worry for yourself and so much fear. You know, everything is going to happen anyways. You have no control over it. Give it up. I need to give it up. And it's not that I'm like, that's the thing. I'm going to say, you know what I was just about to say? It's not like I'm clinging on. Yes, the thing is attachment. We cannot have attachment to anything, okay? Like anything, because everything is an illusion, all right? Everything in this world is an illusion. We just believe so much that it's so real that it is real. If you think I'm crazy for thinking that, that's fine. I don't really care. I'm living my life. You do you, boo. Anyways, and yeah, we go through life like making up these situations in our head that probably will never fucking happen. You know what I mean? I just feel like because my intuition has been so strong lately, that's why I allowed it to freak me out. And it's like, no, in that moment, I have to stop and I have to remember, do not make assumptions. Everything is going to be okay. Do not make assumptions. Everything is going to be okay. And I will just say that over and over again. Even if I'm saying it through tears, that's fine. Because what I tried to do is when I would get this little thought of worry, I would turn it around and say, no, thank you so much for bringing her home to me. You know, whatever the situation may be, thank you so much for whatever. Turn it around, have gratitude for the outcome that you want. You know, what reality do you want to create? Do you want to create that one that's full of sadness and heartache? And, you know, do you want to experience, you know, love and joy? Because even if a situation turns out in a way you didn't think was positive, you have to try to take it in a way that's positive, because remember, everything happens for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is a mistake. And even though I'm crying right now, That goes to show that even someone who is so happy that people literally don't even believe sometimes that I'm not on drugs, even people like me have days like this, you know, even days in a row, consecutive days like this. And that's okay. The thing is, though, to not let yourself jump into that pool of just worry and fear and allow yourself to drown in it, because it's so easy. You know, it's so easy to let yourself get so caught up in it. So my tip for that would be, do not make assumptions and know that everything is going to be okay. Okay, trust me. I know you may not know me and you might think this is complete bullshit, but if you have faith, the universe will always take care of you. You know, everything will always happen the exact way it's supposed to. Even if something happens and you're like, oh my god, if everything is supposed to happen the way it's supposed to, this wouldn't happen. No, don't go there. Know that everything in life is meant to be, okay? You will be taken care of, always. You and your loved ones will all be taken care of, as long as you have faith that they will. You know, just project positivity as much as you can. Don't be too hard on yourself when you get in these states of worry and allow fear to kind of creep up on you, and you go, you know, your heart may start beating, your mind may start going in a million different directions. Just take a back seat from those emotions, observe yourself feeling them, and just take a seat. What I would advise to do is just take 3 deep breaths, as deep as you can, you know, even if they're, because you have short breath and you're maybe quitting cigarettes, or you should be quitting cigarettes, or, you know, whatever it may be. You can turn that around. You've got to pick yourself up when you're down like that. You've got to pick yourself up and turn it the fuck around, because as much as it is very easy to let yourself get into those kind of states, like, we create our own reality. Do you want to create what you're thinking? No? So change what you're thinking. And that's what I have to do. You know, I allow myself to kind of get into this where I'm just like laying in bed and crying, and I'm just like, you know, so down, and what the fuck is the point? What the fuck is the point of that? When she is fucking Lakshmi over here is out having a blast, and I am just praying and praying and praying for her. And you know what? Even if things don't turn out the way I'd like, it's gonna be a lesson, you know, it's gonna be a huge lesson for me. If it happens, it's needed. But know that everything does happen for a reason. Don't worry about things you can't control. You know, I have to work on this too, but I do know how much happiness this brings me. So I wanted to show you how fucking raw and real I am right now, because I don't want to wait until I feel better and I'm all hee and I hop on cam and say, life is so easy, you know what I mean? Like, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff, because everyone has these days. Everyone has these days, okay? And it's gonna take a lot for me to upload this, only because I used to be one of those girls who thought that crying was like a weakness. You know, I would think, oh, when guys cry, it's so ugly, it's so unmanly. When girls cry, you know, like, that's such a bitchy thing to do, like, harden the fuck up. There's a time and a place to harden the fuck up, and when you're experiencing raw emotion, it's not the time to harden the fuck up and push them to the side. Hardening the fuck up is accepting your emotions, embracing them, and thinking, okay, I understand I'm feeling like this right now, but I'm doing the best that I can in this moment to mentally try to turn this around and have as much gratitude as I can for things around me, for the people in my life, for everything, you know, because that's the best thing that you can do. You know, just like when all of this war and this bullshit is going on in this world, getting all hyped up and into it and into the politics and into all the drama and the news, like, no, that's not going to do anything except create more of that. What do you want to do? Create less of that? So project love. You know, don't get caught up in it all. What do you want to see more in the world? Do you want to see more anger, more war, more jealousy, all of that crap? No, I don't know about you, but I want to see more love, and I want to see more acceptance of feel how you want to feel in that moment. Don't hide it. Don't run from it. Don't try to throw it away and put a fucking lock on it and bolt it up inside and then just explode one day. No, that's not how you're gonna ever feel true happiness, because You're not accepting yourself for who you are. You can't experience your whole self in this life if you deny part of yourself. You know, you can't only be like, I only want to be the happy me. I'm not going to be the sad me. Nope, because I'm too positive. I'm too this and that. Just because you have days like that doesn't neglect the fact that you're a positive person, or it doesn't, you know, I don't know what word to use. It doesn't, I don't know. But know that it's okay to feel like this, okay? Just make that conscious effort to try to turn it around. That's all I'm asking you to do. And you'll feel better. You know, it's really easy, you know, when you feel sad and you're like, oh, I just want to listen to sad songs and do this and that and pretty much just like wallow in it. It got old real quick when I started lacking like daily happiness, motivation, energy, the want to do things, you know, the want to live. Don't make assumptions. Don't worry about situations you can't control.